We got one out here on the Panoptix off already. Already. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be terrible. I'm gonna spend way too much time putting around looking for fish that I can't catch. Well, boys and girls, we got a treat today. We've got the one and only Mr. Bradley Stringfield.
What's going on?
In the boat. Bradley and I go way back to the days of the Jefferson City Junior Bass Anglers. But we've never fished together. So we're on Chickamauga looking for birds and bass. And we're gonna have fun.
That's a whale.
I'd really started getting stressed.
That's like, oh my gosh. Tickled to death. How's that to start your morning?
Well, that was freaking awesome. That was so cool. Second stop. Bradley's got him a nice one.
It's a fish.
It's a fish. And I got a bite on a big swimmer. Slowly gonna put something together. There's grass. We found grass. It's a good sign. I'm gonna sit right here. That is a cold bass. Oh, I can see him swimming down. He went straight down.
I haven't tried them yet, but I got some new lipless baits in the other day. There's a company out there.
One.
Decent fish.
There you got it. Very good. Well, ain't that one. That's the first time I've found that little DT4. I don't know if it's a DT4, but he's a 2-pounder. He's fat.
It's a fat fish.
Healthy. Somewhere between here and this point.
Oh, right there.
You called that one.
I say good.
That's a good one. Yeah. Let's see him. That ain't a bad one at all.
For a little fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. DT? Wigglewort. Still cranking though. Little one. A really little one. I ain't even a keeper. But by gosh. Any spot is it? Nah. Nah. Yeah. That's a whole lot better.
Hey, that's 5.
Hey, that would be 5. Man, look at how healthy. Good grief. I mean, he is gorgeous. She, probably. I'm so sorry I assumed your gender, fish. What did I say, 462?
Yeah.
It is on 462. 465. That's hilarious. Okay. Thanks, sir. Thank you, Nelly. Well, it may not be Nelly, but it's a nice one. Yeah.
So here's the deal. A little after midday update. Cranking is about the only way we've caught any. Spare 2 fish we just caught on an Alabama rig in the last 30 minutes. The sun's come out and it's warming up a little bit. We're hoping shallow fish, some offshore shallow fish, maybe they'll bite. So probably what we're gonna go look for next. These last 2 fish we caught in a marina, or near a marina, and who knows? Maybe it's a sign of good things to come. But it's not great. Nothing phenomenal yet, but the last bite was promising. So we're gonna try to find another one.
Well, we found us one. He's strong. Oh, it's a spot. It's a pretty nice spot right there. Well, that's how we're gonna wrap it up today. So, first day, Sunday, I think it's the 17th, 18th, middle of January. We've not caught a ton of fish today. We've caught some good ones. That's a pretty little spot. Finished up just with just a little single rigged swim bait. It's the Half Moon Eye and just a little rage swimmer. Ooh, there's a fish. Oh, there's a bunch of fish right there actually. Oh, they're sitting on a pole. Ooh, hang on, the video's not over. One was suspended just right for this +1. Should be. I'm talking like I know what I'm talking about. I'm just full of crap. He's swimming to it. Bite it. He's swimming right at it. He ain't gonna bite it. Oh, there's 2. I better get ready. I'm gonna stay right here because when one gets it, oh, come on. I got him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And that's a stud spot too. I hope I got that on camera like I think I just did. That's a, what is it? Oh my goodness. See, that is so crucial. I sound probably like a moron saying crucial, but no, he's sitting there like that. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I'm wrapped up in my swim bait. No, I'm not. Because look, he didn't. Oh no. Look at that. And he didn't want it. I literally just had him, made him run into it. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. That was so unbelievably cool. Man, that fish was watching it the whole time. There were 4 of them at one point, I believe, and literally made him swim into it. Oh, that Panoptix is going to be dirty. Bradley, I'm sorry you left, man, because this is about to be fun. So fun fact about me, I throw a 110 literally every day. This rod, this is an old feather sticks rod that I've had forever. I don't even think they make bass fishing rods anymore, but I've had this rod for a long time and it never gets anything put on it other than a jerkbait. And if I'm throwing a jerkbait, that means 99% of the time it's a mega bass, 110. This is the 110 +1, but who cares? Everybody throws it. who cares what I caught it on? The fact of the matter is that I just freaking tricked a fish that I never would have tricked if it wasn't for freaking Panoptix. Which is kind of cool, but also terrifying. But mostly cool. Alright, so now we're getting close to the actual end of the video. But before we do, one thing that I wanted to do this year is to make the videos less of just a, hey, here's a fish catch. And actually explain like what we were catching the fish on and what we were doing. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And we're going to make it really quick. It was kind of a mix-up, mishmash, mash-up day where we caught them on a little bit of everything. This morning it was the only thing we could really get bit on crankbaits, and there's a lot of different kinds. It was a DT4, DT10 that Bradley was throwing. We never did catch any fish on a trap, but I wouldn't be surprised if that happens tomorrow. I know it's kind of the thing to throw right now, one of the things to throw. And then a shad wrap was another one. Bradley was throwing, I threw a bigger one. I was throwing a number 9. This is just the standard 7. Bradley was throwing a small one. I think he was throwing a 5. He might have been throwing a 7. But he was throwing just a regular shad color, just a black and white shad wrap. But this is the color. It's just the normal color that I always like to throw. But I stuck a suspend dot on the bottom of it. This is a number 7. I was throwing a number 9. So I'm going to throw a little bit smaller one, but hopefully get it to suspend. I haven't ever thrown a suspend dot on them. I know some guys like to make the hooks bigger to help them suspend a little bit. Bradley did that some today, and I had one bite on a shad wrap. He caught his couple fish on it, and he caught one on a wiggle wart. I also caught some fish. Caught 2 fish on an Alabama rig, an Alabama Jamma rig. I had bought a whole box of these Cream Screamer swim baits just because I thought they looked good on Tackle Warehouse, and then I put 5 of them on, and only 2 of them swam. And when I pulled them out of the package, they were really tough. So I didn't like that. So I'm running a little bit low on swim baits. So what I've got are 4 Rage Swimmers, and I've got the Mega Bass, the little Spark Shad there in the middle. And I've not had as many fish hit the dummies as I did today. So I moved the Spark Shad, put it in the middle. I'm going to highlight the tails tomorrow, chartreuse them up, give them something to aim at. And then at the end of the day, oh, actually, caught some on not a jigging spoon. This is the Bass Pro Silver Buddy, the blue one. I like the blue one. Caught a bunch of white bass on it. I know some guys have been catching bass on it like they always can. And then I caught one on my favorite lure ever, the Mega Bass 110. This is the 110 plus 1, which I really hadn't thrown a whole lot before this year, a little bit. Normally I'm just throwing the normal 110s, but this is my favorite jerkbait, favorite rod, favorite everything. 10-pound red label. Oh, just throw it wherever. They bite it all the time. If I ever, this is a real thing. If I ever don't have a jerkbait tied on this rod, I will give you $10. If you ever fish with me, if any of my buddies that are watching ever get in the boat and I don't have a jerkbait on this rod, I owe you $10. One, because it's stupid. I should always have a 110 tied on. But this was the coolest thing ever. I really hope I got it on video, because I'd caught that one spot on this, another lure, just a little Rage Swimmer on a VMC Moon Eye jig head. I don't know how heavy it is. It looks like it might be a quarter. It probably is a quarter. And then had I had 4 fish. I really hope I got on video. They were trailing the jerkbait, and if I let it sit there for too long, they turn and swim away from it. But I'll pop, 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 and that one just bum rushed it and just ran into it. I didn't have them hooked in the mouth. I had them hooked in the eye, and I think I had them side hooked at first. But that was really, really cool. Coolest Panoptix thing I've seen yet. So tomorrow, I'm hoping, because a lot of people know, what do you catch them on? Not me, because I don't catch them good enough to tell everybody what I'm catching them on. But it's always what everybody's looking for. Because if you're watching this, you're probably about to fish the BFL, you're about to come to Chickamauga in January, and you've watched Tactical Basson's video, you've watched Ryan Epps' video, you've watched Sonar Fishing's video, you've watched a lot of them. And somehow you've made it to Fence Force, and I'm grateful that you're here. But, so there you go. That's what we're catching them on. Now, obviously, the kind of stuff that, there were like 2 things today that we caught multiple fish doing, and I don't know how much of a pattern it really is, or if it is at all. So my brother is coming down tomorrow morning. I'm going to go and spend the night in Chattanooga. I've got a cousin that lives nearby, and so I'm going to see if what I think is working from today works again tomorrow. And if it is, then I'm not going to tell you. But I'll tell you after the BFL. We're fishing one January 30th. It's in 2 weeks. But I gotta figure out how to catch a big one. I think I know that if I threw this big swim bait long enough, that I'd be able to catch a big one. Problem is, I don't have enough things going on to be able to catch 5 to where I have confidence to throw a big swim bait all day yet. But maybe after today. Now, it's no secret, we caught some off marinas today. So probably and really only caught the good one there by accident, and then fished that one marina just because it was near the ramp. Tonight, I'm gonna go see if I can catch those spots again in the morning, just because it was fun. And I lost 3 or 4 that I probably am not putting in the video. Also on the Panoptix, they were hitting the dummies. And anyways, if I could figure out a way to catch about 12 pounds and then go slow roll a big swim bait around all day, be muy bien. Because I'm not catching enough cranking to feel good about it. I'm not catching enough on an Alabama rig to feel good about it. And I should have had really good conditions for an Alabama rig today. I know a lot of guys that are catching them cranking, and a lot of guys that are catching them on a little swim bait. But it's really hard for me to go out there and throw a 2.5, 3.5 inch swim bait when I could throw a big old Mac Daddy one instead. So that's why I haven't been doing it. But I may do it some more tomorrow. So that's the plan, or at least as much of the plan as we'll divulge at the moment. Now, if it goes to pot tomorrow and we don't catch them at all, yeah, I'll drop the waypoints at the end of the video. But hopefully we're catching them tomorrow. It'll be a good time. Thanks for watching. Now this is the real end of the video.